Hey folks, Cornell with YouTube Fishing Vids. Now, is this not a sight? I'm back up in Western Maryland, but this time I'm not at the Savage River Reservoir. I'm on Jennings Randolph Lake. This is a mountain reservoir, about 1,000 acres, bordering Maryland and West Virginia. And thanks to a subscriber, I was suggested that I give this lake a try. It holds the state record, the Maryland state record for walleye. There's trout, there's largemouth, there's smallmouth, plethora of panfish. Guys, this place is beautiful. Rocky shoreline, crystal clear water, and very little pressure, which is the big deal up here. It's about 2.5 hours from my house, and it's my third time being up here, guys. Got to be honest with you. The first time, you may remember, I actually tried to hit up this lake, but it was closed. The boat wreck was shut down due to a flooded situation. The second time I came up was actually an awesome time, because I came up here to break in what, if many of you may be following me on Instagram, you may know now that the Pelican has itself 2.5 horses pushing it along. I got myself a Suzuki 2.5 horsepower motor, and thankfully Jennings Randolph Lake allows gas motors, so I'm going to be scooting around this lake hustling with this little Pelican, getting pushed by a couple and a half horses. And that's what I did the second time I was up here. I just broke in the motor. Basically 3 hours of just running around the lake, doing a little reconnaissance, dropping a line here and there, caught a couple smallmouth, a couple little rock bass, but I was just testing the waters, and more importantly, I was breaking in that beautiful little outboard of mine. So here's the deal, it's broken in. I've got 7 more hours of just gentle break-in time, but the main break-in time is done. It's time to hustle around this lake and see if we can pull something off and learn this spot, because now that I can get along a little quicker, I'm going to be able to catch up with a little bit more water. And then also, what I have with me is this month's mystery tackle box, and I've already broken into it. I snuck in there and saw a couple of awesome things that are in here. Let's do a little unboxing, see what's going on in this, and then let's get out of here on the water and see what we can do. All right, so here's the deal. Chesty only, guys. I'm going to go ahead and pop this open and run through this pretty quick, and there are some good ones. We got a little card in here that's going to talk to us a little bit. So what's inside? We've got Mr. Buka. We got Mike Buka's a baby bull shad, Catchco exclusive, guys. Look at this little finesse, beautiful bull shad in a bluegill pattern. The conditions today are incredible. 70 degrees barely, no humidity, a nice light breeze, clouds in and out. Perfect pattern for some of those big smallmouth that I know running around here, largemouth, who knows, everything wants to eat a little baby bluegill. And now I've got a bull shad, my first one, killer. Next one out of the box, we got ourselves a Lucky John Pilot. This is a shallow diving, real natural pattern crankbait. The water temps have dropped. The humidity is way down, guys. It's still summer patterns, late August, last week of August. Don't know that that's going to come into play, but I've got a beautiful original Pilot X Lucky John deal, which is absolutely beautiful. Catchco exclusive, by the way. All right, so that's a little crankbait out of the box. What do we have next? Sticky's Wacky Drop Shot Hook. We got some terminal tackle hiding in here somewhere. There's a killer Sticky's 2-aught Wacky Rig drop shot hook. And to go with that, I think I'm gonna have to go down to the bottom of this what's inside card, Big Bite Bait Smallie Smasher. And guys, I know there is Smallie in here, and look at the chartreuse and white Big Bite baits. Just got some great little drop shot baits to play with. I'll tuck that in the back bottom of the box and let's keep on going. So what's next? I think we got a couple jigs in here. River to Sea John Murray Papa Mere jig. I know this is the brown and orange one, guys. Smallmouth copycat. We got the brown and orange 3/8 ounce football jig. That's an easy thing to consider throwing out here. And what will be paired with that perfectly, again, getting ahead of myself a little bit, we got an Excite Baits Raptor tail chunk. Look at all this stuff coming out of the box, guys. Got myself a green, pumpkin, purple little tail chunk. Good trailer for that brown and orange River to Sea jig. What's next out of here? Another jig, guys. Baby Booyah Boo jig. It's a little black and blue deal. Black and blue can happen anytime, anywhere, any place, even clear water. It's a finessey one too. It's a little cloudy right now. You never know. I don't think so, but I got myself another little Baby Boo jig, a little 5/16 ounce, nice little finessey thing. What else we got in here, guys? I think that's about it, except for one more. It keeps on going. I don't think I showed that to you. There's the beaver bait, the Riot Baits Little Fuzzy, guys. We got a beaver bait and a green pumpkin, a little greenish fleck in there. Absolutely killer box. So here we are, picking up the handheld, loving the idea that I got some power behind my Pelican, and loving the idea I'm about to actually fish this lake now that I'm out here for the third time, and that baby is broken. And let's get out on the lake and do some fishing. Oh guys, there she runs. She purrs like a kitten. She's actually incredible. I was out here, it's been a couple weeks since I broke her in, and I got her cranked up on the first pull. She was nothing to start, and it's absolutely incredible how well this thing runs. So we're gonna get her moving, get out here and push along Jennings Randolph Lake. This is only my second time out here. I'm gonna go a little easy on her, but that's barely even half throttle right there, guys. Pretty awesome. My first spot here, and I'm really excited about throwing this little guy. As you see, it's starting to shine, it's starting to glimmer a little bit. I got clouds in and out, but absolutely incredible bait, guys. This is gonna be really fun. So let's see if I can tie this on, catch myself anything that wants to bite that. Killer. Okay guys, we're tied on, ready to roll. This is the first time I've thrown any kind of moving bait on Jennings Randolph, and I've got the right conditions. A little bit of clouds, a little bit of wind, and I'm gonna put my nose of my Pelican right into the wind and sit a little still on this rocky point and see what we can do. 7 foot, medium action, 12 pound test fluorocarbon, and just a medium speed bait casting reel. A little steady retrieve, kind of like a spinner bait, maybe a little stop and go. Let's see what's hungry for a little bull shad. Guys, I've got polarized glasses on so I can really see the action of this little bull shad. Like I said, this is my first time owning one, and thanks to Mystery Tackle Box, this thing swims absolutely beautifully. It is such a natural little deal, and just a great little pattern, and just a nice little finessey version too. Just a small little, just a morsel of a bait. The thing's incredible, but they're not eating, they're not chasing right now. It seems like I've covered quite a bit of bank, quite a bit of points, quite a bit of little this and that and everything. And so far, nothing. I'm gonna give it a few more throws just in case, but I'm pretty confident the way this is gonna all play out is I'm gonna get down on the bottom with that drop shot, maybe the jig, and we're gonna start pulling in a couple fish. So let's go ahead and throw this just a couple more times and move on to some other baits. All right guys, it is time to reposition. I've got myself a little Big Bite Baits drop shot bait thanks to Mystery Tackle Box. So we're gonna get out here and we're gonna get off a little drop here. Sit myself in about 20 feet of water. I've seen a whole bunch of fish sitting on the edge of some of these little drop-offs, and hopefully they are hungry. So let's get out here and give her a shot on the bottom. Uh-oh, guys. Looks like the bull shad strikes first blood. I actually picked up the moving bait after the drop shot. Oh, when he gets off, it was a smallie right up on the bank. He gets off, guys. Those are some sticky, sharp hooks, but man, that's cool. I at least got a hook up right there on that little shelf on a bull shad, guys. I'm gonna keep cranking. This wind is perfect for this, so I had to get off those points with that drop shot because it's tough to control a drop shot in the wind. So this bull shad is back on, and man, just hooked him up. That was a little guy, maybe about 13 inches at the most. Let's get another one. Guys, there we go. Got him. All right, first, ooh, he's a decent smallie. Look at that jump on the, I lost the bait, but guys, I came down here by the dam, and guys, this water is super clear, and this is a nice smallie. I'm so psyched. So got a bull shad fish that got off, and if this guy stays buttoned, it's the first fish in the boat, and it's a nice one. I got one little calm spot out of the wind where I can control this bait a little better. I am awful proud of this fish. Let me get him in here. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Look at him. Gorgeous, gorgeous in this super clear water. All right, come here. All right, guys, there it is. Little Jennings Lake smallie. Isn't that a beauty? Absolutely beautiful fish. Nailed him right in the nose. All right, back he goes. All right, well, that color worked. Didn't take much for it to get off those little nose hook jobs. Don't stay on very long, but there's the bait right there. Awesome looking deal. Little ribs. Great chartreuse and white, and like I said, it's cloudy right now, guys. It's cloudy with super clear water, so that bright color obviously got some attention. With these type of drop shot baits, my routine is very simple. I'm going just under the chin, halfway through, and I'm coming straight out to the very tip of the nose, and I am not coming out. I'm just leaving that parallel to the shank of the hook. Gives perfect action, and you got a little bit of protection there from the hook getting snagged too much. So there you go, perfectly set up. It's only 1/8 of an ounce, guys. 1/8 of an ounce. Little bullet gremlin, a little gremlin bullet pinch on sinker, so it's real economical. There's a lot of rocks and things here, so using those tungsten can get pretty darn expensive. So you just put a little knot right at the bottom of your line, pinch on that little bullet weight, and that slides beautifully through the rocks. So let's get that back out there. See if there's another one, bigger, smaller, doesn't matter. I'm catching fish. There we go, nice. Guys, I had to switch it up. That drop shot was challenging me. I gotta tell you, with this wind and everything else, this is a decent little fish, guys. I'm still by the dam, and I got a Ned rig on. I had to change it up, so I'm happy to get at least one fish off a bait out of the Mystery Tackle Box. But guys, this is a nice smallie. It's another nice one. No, it's a largemouth. Holy crap. I can't believe it. 2 species back to back. That is so cool when he gets off. It's okay. It's a dinky little hook on this guy. This is that new little Z-Man deal. That's the Ticklers or something or other, green pumpkin. Just I believe that's a 1/6 of an ounce. But there's those little tentacles right there. Got myself a largemouth, not very far from the from the smallmouth I just caught. So let's keep at it, guys. I'm fishing pretty deep. I'm in 25 feet of water, going up to this little rocky bank, literally right in the shadows of the dam. So that's cool. That's 3 hookups in a lake that I've hardly really ever fished. So I'm happy with that. Let's go do some more. All right, guys, put one to him. Doesn't feel huge, but it's a fish. God, it's got some great little head shakes for these little smallies, I'll tell you. Just drifting around, guys, on this little flat. It's been a little while since the last one, but I'm catching some fish, and that's all that matters. Let's get him in here. Awesome. Good deal. Pretty little bronzeback. Beautiful colors on that one. There we go. Just pulled into a little one. Nothing big. And yep, another smallie, guys. The smallies are in town. How cool is that? Man, this is great. Don't have too many opportunities, but here comes another one. He's actually bigger than I thought he was. Look at that clear water. Unbelievably clear water right here. There he is. That is the way to button them every time. They are gorgeous. So the sun's out, and guys, I'd love to be fishing all those baits out of the mystery tackle box. They all have their place, and they're all great. You know, when I first was catching them, there's that Ned rig deal, the Z-Man little ticklers Ned rig bait. But now I'm doing the drop shot thing. There's a little bit of sun out, so I got this little glimmer going on with this Dream Shot. This is the Sungill, I believe. Yeah, this is a Sungill color. Absolutely perfect for super clear water and bright sun, so it's working now. Oh, that one certainly hit on the way down. I casted it out and I lifted it up, and there's a little fish on there. Nothing huge. This guy's actually starting to tug a little bit. What do we got here? Oh, a largemouth. Guys, let's see if I can actually get a largemouth in the boat. And there it is. Largemouth, guys. Got the dual species action going on today. That's great. So I lost my largemouth earlier, but now I got a Jennings Lake largemouth bass. So that's the first one I ever caught out of this lake. So it's been it's a day of firsts. First largemouth, first time actually getting myself a couple smallmouth on film, even though I caught them that one time before. It was just a fun day out. Okay, guys. All right, I'm on. Oh, nice jump. Golly. That's just an awesome thing, guys. Just an awesome thing. Look at him go. He's spitting up all kinds of little bait fish. Just a nice, feisty little smallie. There he goes in the boat. He's trying to get himself tucked down in my boat. There's another one, guys. That's great numbers today. Really good numbers. All right, guys. It's getting a little late, but I thought I'd give it a shot. Look at that River Sea 3/8 ounce football jig. Awesome. Brown orange. And there's the Excite bait, the Raptor chunk. I'm going to throw that out there. It's pretty rocky out there. It's a pretty finessey bite this afternoon, evening, but why not? Let's go ahead and drag this around, see if anything wants to pick up a jig. That is a killer jig. I've been throwing it around a little bit, nothing, but I did trim the skirt down a little bit, make it a little bit more finessey, but it's a pretty bulky bait right there. Got a little bit of wood over here, and this lake does have a whole bunch of fish structures in it. So I'm going to line up on a couple of those, line up on this little fallen tree over here close to the bank in about 10 feet of water. Give it a shot, and then I'm going to go back to that drop shot, see if we can catch maybe one more fish before we call it a night, because it is getting late. And I got about a 2.5 hour ride home, so let's get at it, see if we can catch ourselves one more fish. I don't know if you can see this, guys, but tell me how adorable that little bait is. That's what one of those little smallmouth spit up. Isn't that funny? Absolutely tiny little thing. So yeah, they're eating small itty bitty little bait fish, and drop shot makes sense right now. So we're gonna get it going here. We're gonna get a little move going on. Maybe hit one more point before we're all said and done, but we're gonna get closer to the ramp. And as that sun dips, hopefully we're gonna find that one fish we're hoping for. Well, this little Suzuki's been sitting here waiting for some love. It's time to get her going. I haven't had it cranked up really once since I stopped. I've been just trolling around on the electric motor. So let's see if this little baby likes to start up on the first pull, just like that. Purring like a kitten. This thing is awesome. All right, guys, I scooted back over here to the ramp. Let's see if we can get a sign out fish over here on Jennings Randolph Lake's boat ramp on the Maryland side. That'd be West Virginia over there. So that's the West Virginia side. There's a ramp on the West Virginia side also where that one boat's going. And yeah, this is this 1,000-acre lake. That little Suzuki got me scooting along this thing quick. It's an absolute treat to be able to run around on a bigger lake. And this is the biggest lake the pelican has ever seen. So yeah, this is actually awesome. So great numbers today. A couple little largemouth, a lot of little smallmouth. I did have one big one on, guys. I did have a big one on that got off, but let's see what happens. This little point right here is looking good. I'm sure I could probably pop one more just before we go, so hang tight. Let's see if we can find them. Guys, while I'm at it, while I'm working on that last fish of the day, don't forget, great mystery tackle box this month. It's absolutely incredible. I got myself a bull shad, a couple jigs, some great soft plastics. Just go to mysterytacklebox.com. If you want to treat yourself to your own mystery tackle box or mystery tackle box pro box, in the description below, use my code YTFV, short for YouTube Fishing Vids. Get $10 off the first box of your new subscription. So let's get at it. Let's try and get this sign out fish. He's in here. All right, guys, this will do it. I got my sign out fish. Oh, it's swimming. Oh, I hope this is a big one. Could you imagine, guys? It's really swimming good, but it's not. It's a little guy. He was gonna freak me out there for a minute, but like I said, right here by the boat ramp. Happy to be out here playing with these beautiful little smallies, a couple little largies on a new lake that's just putting it up when it comes to numbers. So I'll take it every day. So folks, as always, I appreciate you joining me. As always, I appreciate you subscribing. Until we meet again, over and out.